I love when bitches be trifling. And
I'm going to put my phone on silent.
Gabby is buzzing.
Yeah.
She's just buzzing.
For the camera, and then people will be screaming.
oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
Yo, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me? I swear to God, don't be what are you doing? Thing on me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.
Really
All right. All right.
Beautiful.
Queen.
Okay. I'm ready. Oh, are we recording? I didn't know that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right. So, welcome to BoobTube, our second episode. Where we are doing Catfish. Let me just.
Let's reel them in, girls.
Oh my god. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big old catfish.
I'm gonna stop you all just for a second. Gabby, you do have lipstick on your tooth.
What do I do? Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. See,
Thought I should tell you now rather than let you keep recording.
Yeah.
That's literally what women do.
Yeah. Girlhood. Girlhood. All right. So Catfish. Before I start off, have either of you been catfished before?
I have been lightly catfished.
Lightly catfished.
Lightly catfished. It was a Tinder hookup.
Oof.
He was supposed to be a chef turned coder who was 6 foot, which, like, you know, like 6 foot is like not like crazy tall. Like, he wasn't claiming to be 6'7", so I was like, okay. Saw photos of him. He did send me a snap, and I was like, your hair is definitely a little grayer.
Oh.
But, like, you know, so maybe some of these photos are older, but it is you. Okay. He comes over. Man is shorter than me. Man is like 90 pounds, soaking wet. Man has a very high-pitched voice. It was 11:30, and I still let him in. That's all I gotta say about it.
Girl.
Was it a good night?
It was my first post-divorce foray.
It was fun.
But I do have, speaking of my divorce, a much better catfishing story about my ex-husband.
Do it.
So I got this text from my sister one day, and she said, you need to get legally separated from your ex as soon as possible. He just lost all of his money in a crypto scam.
Oh my god.
Not the crypto.
Not the crypto.
Not the crypto. And then I was talking to her, and we were talking to like a friend of mine who's still in contact with my ex, and we got more info, and it turns out that it wasn't just a crypto scam, it was a Tinder catfish romance with a crypto scam built into it, and he lost everything he had, which was the $2,500 my father had given him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why she got divorced.
Yeah.
This is Hannah.
I'm Hannah. This is my house.
Yes, Hannah is a producer that we absolutely love. She lets us film in our lovely home. I adore her pink living room.
It's literally vibes.
Yeah, I'm going to start squatting here so then I can get squatters' rights.
Same.
We've been working a lot with Hannah, and she's also been working a lot with another producer, Josh. Sort of, I'm not going to say what it is right now. I'm going to let it be a surprise for later down the road. But we've been doing a little. She's and Josh and we all have been doing a little stuff, getting our little fingers and stuff. So
getting looking into like this like fun like production stuff.
Yeah. So
just dabbling.
Just a little dab. Yeah.
Dab.
What were you, Cheyenne?
See, it's so weird because I don't think I've actually ever really been catfished. However, this is where I can't say if I have or not for sure. So, you know, when you're a kid and you get the computer in your room and you think you're the shit, you just talk to everyone on, I'm a little bit older, so I was on MSN all the time.
Oh, girl, I started on AIM.
Oh, okay. So you feel me.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I was on MSN and, you know, like everyone just adds each other. It is what it is, whatever. Kind of like what Facebook and Snapchat is now and Instagram for all the young people. So there was this guy, I can't remember his name 100%. I think it was like Thomas. And we were talking and he would just be super sweet to me and he would send me all these pictures. Aww. And every time I would try to be like, hey, let's jump on webcam and talk.
No.
He wouldn't. So like that was red flag number 1. Mm-hmm. And then what made it a little bit more sketchy was that I never told anyone about this Thomas guy.
How old are you?
I think it was like 13 or 14.
That's like when my first similar situation started. Yeah.
So I never told anyone about this guy, and these girls that I went to school with were like giggling and asking me about him, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Wait a minute, bitch, is it you? Is it you?" No. And nobody ever owned up to it. So the mystery of this Thomas guy is...
Did you slam her head into the locker? Because I would have done that.
I probably should have. Yeah. Honestly, I probably should have.
That's the level of psychological cyberbullying that girls do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Middle
girls
school
are mean.
Yeah.
Girls are very mean.
Awful. Like, awful.
Yeah.
Gabby?
I don't have any real experience with catfishing. All I do know is probably all the cyber predators I've probably been in contact with because I was on Habbo Hotel.
Oh.
People
Am I too old for this one?
When I first heard about Habbo Hotel, I couldn't wait to see it myself. Checking in was easy. First, I chose to customize my avatar's look so it's near enough. I
don't know, because Habbo Hotel, I think it was actually done by... It's like this weird, like, online, I don't know what you would call it. It's not really an MMO, but it's just like you would create your little, like, character and, like, you'd go around this hotel and you'd have your own, like, hotel room that you would decorate, and then it's just everyone would be in the pool area and stuff like that, and then all the swear words would be censored because it would be like, oh, I want to hubba you so badly. I want to... hubba this, and then like
hubba
because I just remember
I'm saying that next time I bring someone home.
Oh yeah, I want to
hubba you, baby.
Hubba you all over this goddamn place. Oh sorry,
do you guys want to hubba after this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it all over the place.
Yeah.
But
we've got to pop that girl cherry eventually, so
yeah. So basically I can't remember what it was, but I was like talking to this guy on like Habbo Hotel, and he was like, let's just go back to my hotel room. And then we had virtual like
hubba.
Basically it was just text, like not even like voice or video or anything like that. It was just like, I think I got molested over Habbo Hotel because he wrote down, I'm gonna hubba all over your hubba. I'm gonna hubba this, hubba that. And it was like, I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what's happening. So I think I just...
Oh, boy.
So
it's like you had sex with Mario.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Do the Mario!
Do you think he like really gets into it? He's like, let's go!
Okay, that one got me. That one got me.
God. So yeah, that's my experience with online predators. Probably catfishing, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't a...
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone we didn't call it sexting back then. Everyone I sexted on MSN, I'm pretty sure was in fact an online predator.
Like,
yeah.
And it's probably the same thing with the RuneScape too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
RuneScape.
Yeah, I've probably been sexually or cyberly molested on that without even knowing. So, but anyways, but yeah, that's kind of what these people on Catfish have experienced. So, kind of gonna go.
Did you just have a stroke?
I think I did. I think I had a catfish stroke.
Oh,
because
wait a minute. Have any of you guys catfished someone?
No.
I suppose in the sense of having online like MSN only relationships in which I just did not describe myself.
Yeah.
Does that count if
Yeah.
I just did not describe myself?
I don't think so. I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
I think it depends, like the varying levels of catfishing there is.
Yeah.
Like there's like probably some
Yeah, like,
levels.
they
of,
knew my
like-
first name. They had a photo of my face.
Yeah.
but I just didn't describe anything.
Yeah, although I was the kid that always had the anime icons.
Oh
so,
my goodness.
Yeah, you can tell it was real popular in high school. That's why I'm doing this.
Hey.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you catfish someone?
No. I was too busy watching YouTube videos of
An anime,
like-
apparently.
Yeah, an anime. Too busy doing that and too busy getting molested on Habbo Hotel. To be catfishing
Habba,
anybody. Hablusted. Yeah.
Never recovering from this.
Never recovering from that. But yeah, so catfish is something that's very real. It happens to a lot of people. It actually happened to the show producer. I used to call him Nev because that's what I thought it phonetically said. But
That is what it looks like.
it
yeah.
does,
I thought
but
it was
it's
like Neville.
no, but it's
My guy.
Neve. Neve, and so basically it started Neve. So it is a reality TV show developed from a 2010 film of the same name. So the movie is created by Ariel Schulman, who is Neve's brother, and Henry Jost.
Don't come for
Yost?
us.
Yost, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that very well could be.
He's from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Netherlands, however they say it.
Neener neeners.
We love you, our was it Dutch? Is it Dutch?
It's Dutch.
Thank you. We love our Dutch viewers.
She's smart too.
All 0 of them.
Yeah. You never know. We could hit like very specific demographic.
I do have a non-catfish Dutch online friend
Do you?
currently, so I could send this to her
Amazing.
just to get the feedback on how this last 30 seconds went.
perfect. That's all we need. As long as we are popular with our Dutch audience, I could care less about.
Could
anything
literally
else.
die happy.
Yes, I could. But going on, so the film does follow Neve and his journey to uncover the mystery of his online girlfriend, Megan, her identity. And because he, like with all catfishes go, they chat. He's never really done I guess, video call. So he doesn't even know if the person he's talking to online is Megan. So, Nev and crew do eventually find out that Megan was not real, but in fact a middle-aged mom named Angela.
Oof.
Yes.
How pissed would you be?
Depends. So, I would think I would be very pissed, but also in a pitying way of being like, wow, like, because like some catfishes, they do it because they're lonely, or they do it because they don't like a version of themselves, which is very sad, but also like, don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, I think, I would take sort of that approach, or maybe the, like, I guess, like, the Falesha approach, where she was just sort of, like, had some anger, but mostly was just, like, this person needs help, and I would like to facilitate that.
Yeah. So that movie was released soon after. Nev and his brother Ariel and Jost, the
Dutch guy.
Dutch
Should
guy.
we Google this?
I'm sticking with whatever various pronunciations I said.
Okay.
Just follow us, guys.
Just
It's
follow
okay.
us. Went into production with MTV to create a series similar to the movie, but more so focus on the other people who are being catfished. So it premiered in November of 2012, with Nev serving as producer and host of the show, and accompanying him as his co-host is a filmmaker named Max Joseph. He's
Silver Fox.
the Silver Fox, but also the guy who like white knuckles a little digital camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he's real with that camera.
I
He's
can't
there.
handle
Yeah.
the fact that their setup is just Max clutching a compact camera and holding it against a computer screen that has an email on it.
Yeah, and I'm talking like full on like just
Oh my!
white
Really?
knuckling,
Because he's trying not to get his fingers on it. I think.
Yeah,
So he's
'cause-
just sort of like
his hand, like, it's either a very small camera or it's like a huge,
Like
or
a-
his mitts are super huge,
Yes.
super big. So, yeah.
Also, just if we can go back to the cameras for a second, it's not just that, it's that like when we do see like proper cameras, they're just like sitting on the table next to them.
Yes.
And there's an episode, one of the episodes we watched, they talk about getting everyone on the crew to vote in a poll they put on Twitter. I'm like, you mean like the one person who's holding a camera and the boom?
Yeah.
Like,
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I think what they really want to go for. I don't, it's like this certain sort of style. I feel like it's like extra cinema verite. It's like basically like created to show you that this is, there's no movie magic behind it. It's
Yeah.
like actual, they're actually there with, especially like with cameras. So every time now I think of cameras, I'm going to like hold my hand out like this because that's what I think of.
yeah.
It's
like,
what we now
holding-
think of vlogging,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Very vloggy.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
vlog sort of style. So for 7 seasons, Nev and Max kind of served as presenters, and while they traveled across the U.S. But in 2018, Max left the show to pursue other jobs,
To get a bigger camera.
to get a bigger camera, to work enough to get a bigger camera,
Yeah.
because his hand was cramping up when he was
Carpal tunnel is
carpal
literally
tunnel,
setting
just
in.
like really
I read on
getting in there.
Wikipedia that he wanted to pursue a director's career, and I think he was like, if I'm the director, I don't have to hold the camera.
That's true. That's true.
That's a flex.
It is quite the flex, but to sort of take his place, they've had many presenters like Elle King, basketball player Nick Young, Kimiko Glenn, who's an actress, and Machine Gun Kelly.
MGK?
Yeah, as one of the many people, like famous
Interesting
people.
choice.
Yeah.
Brat.
Yeah. They had that, like, twerked up white guy, as I call Machine Gun Kelly, or Megan Fox's husband, ex-husband.
Did they not just have a baby?
Did they just have a baby? We're gonna get back to
we'll get back to you on
yeah.
that.
Just feel free to jump in when you get the information. But yeah, so with like any reality TV shows, there's been a lot of controversies. Well, just 2 that I can find of, but I think more than one controversy is a lot. So the biggest one was in May of 2018 during the filming of season 7. It was halted due to allegations that Nev had sexually harassed one of the subjects on the show. But in June, the next month, production continued, according to Vanity Fair. And in the same Vanity Fair article, it was also referenced in Neve's autobiography, which I feel like, I don't know if he's like sort of a guy that would need an autobiography.
Yeah.
Like, I think of autobiography, I think of
Is it just like the novelization of his documentary? Like,
maybe.
Probably. Okay, so
Probably.
just to chime back in, they did just have a baby.
Oh,
Okay.
Machine Gun Kelly had a baby, a daughter with his ex-fiancée, Megan Fox. They welcomed their first child together, a girl, in March of 2025.
Oh, shit. That was recent.
how
Yeah.
long ago did he become an ex-fiance?
That's what I'm wondering, too. Like, when did
Because
they
I thought it
break
had been
up?
a minute.
Yeah. All right, this is going to turn into page 6. One sec.
Sorry.
So,
Catfish. Let's talk about that.
yeah. Yeah, so...
Late
go-
November 2024.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Okay. The
Shit,
timeline
sorry,
works
guys.
out.
Spiraling.
9 months? I can't count, so...
She was definitely already pregnant when they broke
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, so
perfect.
4 months.
Got it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to it. Sorry.
That's okay. No, this is important news.
It is breaking.
Breaking news. But yeah, apparently in Nev's autobiography, he said that he had a history of assault, and in 2006, Nev once punched a woman, but claimed it was self-defense.
Punched a woman in
Yep.
self-defense.
Oh my god.
Yep. I
Shit.
I don't know. It's alleged, but the woman punching is in his autobiography, so I don't know.
So he claims it.
He claims it's self-defense.
Okay, but he has claimed to the fact that he owns the punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that he punched a woman.
Okay.
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 So there's also been many spin-offs. like Catfish UK, Ghosted, and Catfish Trolls featuring Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the God.
Yep. So that's our little history, little backstory of
Oh
Catfish.
my gosh.
I know.
The first time I ever paid attention in history class.
The only time.
My gosh.
Yeah. So with every episode, there is a sort of formula that always goes with each episode. Like, there's a lovely cute little moment with Nev and Max.
They really highlight the bromance for a good 10 to 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so especially in season 6, episode 3, there's a clip of a super hetero moment.
Ooh.
So if you want to cut to that.
I'm all eyes.
Yeah, it's basically like super it's almost every episode they have a little moment that's just like they gotta show how close they are, how like buddy. I think they might even, you know what, not to be like that super creepy thing of being like, oh, they obviously slept together. I think they might have touched a little bit with their penises, just
Touched
a little,
peckers.
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
They measured.
Ah. Yep.
Let's come up with a handshake or something.
I know.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom. And then foreheads touch. Come on, touch forehead.
That is,
They touch foreheads.
They do touch foreheads.
Should we make up a handshake?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
And now bang heads. Oh,
Wasn't uncomfortable at all. Thank you.
There we go.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, ladies.
That clip really highlighted something for me, which is like, I know I just called Max a silver fox like 2 minutes ago, but I hate them both.
Yes.
They're both insufferable.
They are. Because I feel like with these moments, I think they're trying to make them seem like they're very, like, relatable. Like, they're just two bros.
They're literal bros.
They're
like,
little bros. They're just, like...
giving me flashbacks.
But I would say like half the scenes in the episodes that we watched where they're like deciding what to do next is like them trying to have an argument on camera without it looking like they're having an argument. Like, I feel like they are furious at each other for like half of these episodes and they're just hiding it really well.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically all episodes start off like that. And it'll happen throughout the whole episode for as many seasons as both Neve and Max are on the show. But usually after that, we meet up with the catfish, or catfishy, I should say, or someone who knows the catfish. Then basically from there, we learn about their story. We learn that, sometimes they get really taken advantage of, especially when it comes to money. Like with a specific clip where season 3, episode 4, in the first clip, where we see Lucille being sort of financially taken advantage of.
Yeah.
No, so this guy, besides Tracy Barbie, as we're gonna see later on, this guy made me want to punch in the dick.
Like, literally, straight throat punch, cut off
Like,
your oxygen.
Like, I don't think he was told no a lot of the times. No.
He's such a peckerhead.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my
Like,
mouth.
literally a peckerhead.
Yeah. But yeah, so a little context. Lucille is a nice woman from
Sweet woman.
Was it Pittsburgh, Philadelphia? I don't know the states. The states are a mystery to me, even more so now.
To us all.
So if I get the state wrong where the catfishy lives, please forgive me, our American friends. Don't invade us.
We only have 10 provinces and 3 territories, so it's just like we've got less to memorize, and we didn't bother memorizing yours.
Exactly.
Sorry. It wasn't on our exam.
We still love you.
Yeah. It took me so long to fucking remember all of our 13 provinces and
I thought you were about to
territories.
say 32.
32. I
thought you were gonna say the
this bitch.
We're going to take Gabby for a geography lesson after this.
Yay. So, yeah, basically, Lucille, she is taking a degree at the beginning of the show of learning how to be in the music industry because that's what she really wants to do.
Queen,
love her. She contacted a rapper, musician named Kid Cole. With Kid Cole, he was like, she messaged him being like, I'm such a big fan of your music.
So I missed that. She reached out.
Yes.
Okay.
She reached
I
out.
missed that when I watched it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's not like we're quizzing you or anything.
you fail.
That's not what this is. It's not a pop quiz.
You fail.
It is a pop quiz. It's a pass
We
fail.
have 32
32
provinces.
questions. 32 provinces. Yikes. I'm not going to live that down. But yeah, Lucille is dicked around after Kid Cole writes back and being like, oh, you're my biggest fan. And hey, let's just start chatting. And they start chatting. And Lucille I kind of want to say like emotional punching bag of, I only say that because he's like, forcefully putting all of his emotional shit onto her.
Yeah, they claim it's supposed to be like sort of like a more like professional relationship type of catfish, but he really lays it on her. He really uses her as an emotional rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also a financial rock as like, let's just get into this clip.
Yeah.
Was over $13,000 and Miguel disappeared. They never got paid.
So yeah, it's crazy. So I want to say this, almost $25,000. That is, I've never had that amount in my banking account.
Girl, I hear you.
Like ever. So the idea of like losing that much money, it's just so fucking like mind-boggling to me, to the point where I would probably, if I lost that amount, I'd be faking my own death and I don't know, getting my social insurance, or what the fuck is it called? I can't. I'm too dumb to fake my own death. As you can clearly see.
Here in Canada, we call it our SIN number.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but getting money for my death, yeah. The whole $500 I'm probably gonna get.
Side note, I am obviously not going to name names here, but a friend of mine works in a department of the government that registers death certificates, and if you make a typo in a social security number, you will accidentally kill that person according to the government.
Right, so my full name is Gabrielle Desjardins. It's GRAELLEHELL star DE jar.
I just want to check, you just said Gabrielle when you spelled it just now.
I know, that's the whole point.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. I know. It took me a long time to learn how to spell my fucking name. I'm not making a good case for myself and saying how smart I am. I actually have a bachelor's degree. Plus,
I have 2 of them.
Okay, so what? You're fucking smarter than me.
They're in English and art. I don't know.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah, no.
I have kids.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know, and I fucking.
That's how fucking stupid I am.
No, that is the greater education.
That is the greater education, believe me, because someone who is not financially stable or financially literate still lives. I'm this Fresh Prince that still lives at home.
Listen, yes. I have an aunt. She didn't do a university degree. She has 4 kids, and she is a millionaire. So,
shit, where's my $1 million? Right. I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's why. Okay, this is gonna be for another episode involving tiaras and certain little children. You should. My idea of making money: exploit your children.
Period.
Now that's on camera. So.
You're not given wrong. The instructions. You had them first, so you're the guinea pig.
Yeah. Child labor is real.
Yeah, let's do it. So, I mean, it's not like a law. It's a suggestion. Okay? Yeah, it's a suggestion.
Well, it's like speed limits. You know what I mean? Like speed signs. They're literally just suggestions. Yeah.
So
okay,
but yeah, that is a lot of money to lose.
That is a lot of
money to lose,
especially for Lucille, because she's like a student, and
she's literally just trying to get her goddamn foot in the door.
She is. So this kid named Kid Cole, he's like, yeah, if you Kid Cool's manager, Miguel, he's like, oh, I will let you, like, this is like a trial period to see how good you are. So if you do this stuff for us, then you'll definitely have a job at our record company. So she's like, oh my God, of course. And
duh.
Especially if someone like so earlier on, because when you early on, as soon as you like graduate or you're getting closer to graduate,
You're so vulnerable.
You are, because I would probably do the exact same thing, because I'm just like, you know what? Like, this gets my foot in the door. I've worked for pennies before, especially when doing like in my field where I graduated now in TV. Like, I've done like shit jobs where I'm like, I chose this life.
Yeah.
This is what I chose.
At least my toes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I graduated from art school and I've done one commission since then. Graduated in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
It's so hard to get your foot in the door. And so if you could do it, fuck yeah, do it. Like, I have a good couple of my other friends have like full-time jobs, and I'm like, good for you. I'm very proud of them. I'm so happy they have stable job, but that's
you look happy and healthy.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah. But like, that's super like toxic, like jealous side of me, like, oh, fuck you. You have a job.
Literally. Like, how the fuck did you do it?
Yeah. Sorry to scare the audience with my ma deep chin. Yeah, so that's financial exploitation is a huge thing when it comes to catfishes. Like, with poor Lucille, and we see a couple times where like it definitely is an issue in the sort of sense of like, not only is Lucille getting taken advantage of, even like different companies.
Doing it to different companies. Yeah. Like, it wasn't just Lucille. He was like, okay, let's see how much money I can get out of the rest of these people.
I don't know how he had the time.
Right?
I think that was just his full-time thing, where it's just like, he said he was like he was working with Kanye West, cap, lie. And I think even in like the checkup, they were like, oh, kid like wouldn't talk to us, but last time we spoke to Lucille, he said he worked on a Beyonce album, which I'm like, okay, fucking lie.
And which is so funny, because like when Neve and Max went to go find him and like confront him and stuff, they ended up going back to his studio.
Which is in some guy's house.
And they didn't even know how to turn the microphone on. Like, come on.
I think the guy was just like, I just met him. Like
I'm just chilling.
Listen, I'm the odd one out here. I'm the one who didn't go to school for this. I'm pretty sure if pressed, I could figure out how to turn the fucking microphone on.
Period.
Yes. But then again, I do know some people in my year that did not know how to turn a camera on or how to white balance. If you know who you are.
My co-producer just
raise your hand,
made a
Gabby.
big gesture
indicating
hand. That perhaps you were the one.
Oh, fuck you. No, it was not me. It did take me a little...
I was gesturing that she knows who they are.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not how it came off. It came off very accusatory.
Raise your hand.
Josh, our other producer, everybody. Well... just before we head on to the break, I think we should see a little clip that sort of that shows our little four-legged friend.
Ooh.
That was kind of the surprise star of the show.
Yeah, scene stealer.
Scene stealer, absolutely. Just beat the fuck out of Neve and Max. Just like stole the show, no matter how hard both Neve and Max wanted it to be their little best friend buddy cop show.
We literally cannot wait to share it with you guys.
Just come on.
Yeah, it's all about this one.
All about this one.
Sort of unusual and unexpected exchange with Kid Cole.
Nice. See y'all fuckers later.
Producer Hannah here. Currently, the space is not in use. If you would like to hear your ad here at the beginning or at the end of the show, you can contact us at hauntedmouseproductions@gmail.com. Back to the show.
Welcome back to BoobTube. We were discussing Catfish.
Reeling
And
them in,
we had
baby.
a furry four-legged star that stole the whole episode, in my opinion.
Stole the whole show, frankly.
Yeah. And
Fuck everyone else. It's about the cat.
Yeah, fuck everybody else. It's just the
Period.
fucking cat. Yeah, so that is that whole episode with Lucille and Kid Cole, but another fucking like weird perfect moment happened is when Nev throws Kid Cole's phone into the harbor.
Oh my god, that was so iconic. Like, Neve just got so freaking irritated, and literally it was like, oh, that's a nice case, man. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Where'd you get?
Yeah.
I just love the way he just goes, don't do that. And he's like, well, why not? He's like, because
It's my phone.
Like, that's my phone.
So, like, confrontational, but not confrontational.
Everything he says is so not close enough to the microphone.
So, like, it's, like, very quiet. It's like, hey, man, why'd you do that, man? Like, that's so uncool. Like, seriously,
And
I'm
he's
like,
like,
so
pay
pissed.
attention to me. We're trying to talk
Yeah,
to you.
because he starts, like, he's on his phone. Thank you. He's on his phone.
Demonstration.
He's on his phone, and he's just like, when Neve is, like, talking to
Yeah,
him.
so I'll be Neve.
Okay.
Hey, man. So what you're doing isn't cool. Hey, that's a super cool phone case.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Dude, that's literally my phone.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, damn.
What you're doing is not cool. You need to listen to what we have to say.
Damn, I think you need to be on Catfish, because these people, like, these people would be like, oh, shit.
Listen. Listen.
Shit.
These confrontations would be so much faster if they just had a Cheyenne.
Yeah, exactly. Just so much faster. No, like,
Guys,
anyways.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Anyways, roll that clip.
I like that case.
It's like an ostrich with their head in the sand.
Woof. Not the murky fucking water.
You've been playing people.
So I also love that the producer is like, shit, because
Pissed.
now they have to replace the phone.
Buy him a phone.
Yeah. Like, the producer
Max is like, we'll get you a new phone. We'll
Don't
get you a new
worry,
phone.
don't worry.
It's okay.
Neve is like, no, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking prick.
Yeah,
He was
if you'll-
so mad.
If you allow me to bounce around for a minute, I love when the producers get involved and the producers get pissed off. Like
Yeah.
when they when the Antoine episode, when they have to like pull them out, they're like, you guys need a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, okay, boys.
You know what?
It's time to go to the corner.
The lengths some people will go just for revenge. So this is season 3, episode 2 with Tony and Antoine. So we do know that when we see Antoine is being the catfish-y.
And he is so sweet.
He is very sweet. He's he's living his life. He apparently never touched a computer, and he's just using like a chat sort of option.
He's using the chat sex line.
Yeah, that's what he's doing to find sexy singles in his area. Actually, you know what? We're gonna be a little clip heavy.
Hey there.
Let's pair up season 3, episode 2, clip 2 to find sexy singles in our area.
You want me to know how to get on Google.
This is Heatline. There are 96 men on the line.
What's up, ladies? I'm looking for someone to hang out with. If you like what you hear, give me a holler.
See, I'm about to talk to him.
Clean cut. That's a clean cut.
I
Up top or down low?
Probably both.
Either way, not my type.
So, you know what? I can't help but think that like the description sounds super sexy.
Yeah.
Probably is definitely not that person in real life.
Probably not.
It's probably like what your like 5'2" Danny DeVito that came by for that sneaky link that you had. Was it Danny DeVito or did you sign an NDA?
It was not Danny DeVito. I can confirm it was not Danny DeVito.
All right.
I don't know where
It was a
going.
munchkin.
I lost it. It was a munchkin.
It was a munchkin. It was a
Yeah.
munchkin, man. Yeah, so that's how Antoine basically got entangled with Tony. So never met Tony, doesn't even know Tony's last name.
Has yet no photos,
No
no
photos.
physical descriptor as far as I can tell.
He doesn't even know his last name.
No. So basically with Tony, Antoine's been talking to Tony for like 3 years.
From a private number.
From a
On the
private
hotline.
number. So after Neve and Max do their little investigating, we do know that Anthony, which is they conclude to be Tony, and Diana Thompson are associated with that number. In reality, there are 3 locations that are also attributed to that one location. They drive around. They do some investigating.
They literally went boots to the ground.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Boots to
knocking
the
on
ground.
doors.
Yeah.
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 They were real.
Yeah.
They,
real
a little bit
investigators.
committed mail fraud, go opening someone's mail. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. They did. I'm pretty sure.
Trespassing.
Trespassing. Cheyenne, you're a journalist. Would you go to that length of like finding, well, I mean, not commit any mail fraud or anything like that, but would you do like the whole boots to the ground? Like, I'm going to find out who
Absolutely.
this fucking guy is.
Oh my God, 150%. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm itching for something and I want it bad enough,
yeah,
I'm working for it. I'm going.
Yeah.
Immediately.
It took me a while to sort of, so yeah, you would just go straight crazy. Like, you know what? It's kind of like a weird thing that I kind of went and sort of developed myself because, because my very first year of university, not college, I took journalism, and I was so timid, like, hello, who's there? Beep, 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 beep. And by the time I went to college, like, I've just been through like basically a tour of duty when it comes to retail. Like, retail has hardened me as a person. Like, I'm going off on a caveat, but it's my fucking show, so I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
It's her show, and she does what she wants.
And I do what I want. It's my show.
We can
I
talk
cry
retail
if I
horror
want
stories.
to. Oh my God.
I worked at a pharmacy/methadone clinic, and perhaps worse, a high-end home decor boutique.
I think I would choose the methadone clinic. Versus
Yeah,
because
if they're rude, they get kicked out of the clinic.
Yeah,
and
if
like
someone's-
bougie bitches.
Yeah,
be
they're
coming
like,
to boutiques.
Excuse me, like this golden spoon that I have for my cocktails, like it's supposed to be 14 inches, but it's like 13. So now I'm gonna make it your problem.
Yeah,
Literally had a woman put a flask in her golf bag, leave it for a full year, and came back and was like, "It leaked. Can I have a refund?"
I cannot even.
I had a woman snap at me.
I don't want to throw a wooden spoon at me.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'd rather her throw the spoon at me because
I would also prefer that to the snapping.
Yeah, because like snap, like on her phone, she's like da 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 da,
like a fucking peasant.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I felt like
snap your fingers at me?
Like I turned red with rage. I was like, if I could kill this old bitch, I would do it right now. I would do it, and I would gladly go to jail.
I had a person come in his 40s, was that sort of rich white guy who's trying to look like he's a dirtbag, so his hair's down to here, and he's wearing sweatpants, but he's clearly a millionaire. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was telling my 19-year-old coworker about how he's in movies.
Oh.
And he thinks she would be so great in movies. And she went to the back to get him something, and I said, I can start ringing you through. And he said, no, I'll wait for her.
Oh, boy. Okay. That's like a horror story. I've got another horror story. I had this guy, I don't know who it was, but he kept calling the store. Like, we were working the Gap in the mall. And we, we sell basically everything. We have, underwear. Okay, Gap Breathe underwear. Amazing underwear. They, kept calling. It's like, do you have any underwear?
Ugh.
And it was always, this nice, sweet, 16-year-old girl who would pick up, let me check. And my manager was like, stop calling.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I've never worked retail, so.
Oh, lucky.
God bless you.
Yeah, I was just a cleaner.
I think I've
I
heard
don't know
that.
whether that's... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Taking shit out of a urinal is...
For some reason, that seems
not fun.
less less evil than retail, because I always ended up working, like, except for the only retail thing that I did enjoy is when I worked at Video Difference. Rest in peace. I fucking still love you. If that comes back and you need someone to stock movie shelves, just fucking call me. Call me. Yeah, it was a cool place to work, but all the other places basically below minimum wage. And I had, like, the manager's like, oh, you've been doing really well lately. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she was like, yeah, we're gonna raise your whatever the help me
wage.
Thank you.
There we go.
The word you just said.
Thank you. I know. You like raise your wage like up 2%, and I was like, oh, so 2% of like $10 is like 2 cents.
Oh,
and I was like, okay, you know what? Sure. Thank you.
You're a real one.
Thank you. I love that additional $2 to the rest of the time I worked there.
One time at the pharmacy, my boss tried to give me a bonus of $100 and accidentally gave me a bonus of 100 hours, and I just should not have said something.
You did.
You fucked up.
You did. Oh. You've been like, oh man, I just thought I was a super awesome worker. I just worked 100 hours. Don't.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh man. CRA. Well, no, I've totally worked 100 hours.
Yeah.
I feel we are neglecting Antoine.
Antoine!
Poor Antoine. Okay,
back to Antoine on the hotline.
So yeah, Antoine has been talking to Tony for 3 years. And so they are...
With no face, no last
face,
name.
No, nothing like that.
One voicemail.
Oh, that's right.
Voicemail. Mm-hmm.
So after Neve and Max do their little like searching, their bro moment.
But Antoine wasn't the one that actually reached out to Neve and Max.
No, it was his cousin, Carmen.
His concerned cousin.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which I was like, oh shit, it's just a concerned cousin, because I can understand, like, you know, you have someone you love, like they're your friend, your family. Besties.
They
basically.
grew up besties, right?
Yeah. So you're just like...
So nice of her.
I know. So you're just like... Totally. Like, I would be like... to my friend, be like, hey, listen, like, you've been talking to them for like 3 years, still haven't met them, like, what's the deal?
The jig is up, buddy.
The jig is up, you know, like, this person's not real or whatever, but
yeah, like, this needs to end one way or another.
Good or bad, but let's figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. So just listeners and watchers, just remember Carmen. Neve and Max, they're like, okay, we found out that Anthony and Diana Thompson are associated with the number that Antoine has. So, and then there are 3 locations attributed. So they are, one location is an apartment that Neve and Max have definitely committed mail fraud by reading the mail. Well, they didn't open up the mail. So do you think that counts?
I don't know. I know that you're not allowed to, like, throw out someone else's mail, because a postie yelled at me one time because someone from my old apartment, like, I got their old mail and I just threw it away, like, and she was like, no, you have to return to sender. You can't just throw it away. It's supposed to be
like you scratch it out and then you put like return to sender because they moved or blah blah blah.
Little mill caveat. When I moved to the place that I'm staring at now, with my mom, because I'm cool like that. So I moved there, and the people who lived there before, the guy had his own DJ business, but it was basically like 10 years since I moved there, and then I think he finally changed his address, because for the longest time, I would always get like DJ Peak. It was all like business magazines. I'm like, I don't fucking want this. They're huge. They're like the old Sears catalog that you get when you're a kid. They're like fucking ginormous. Stop putting them in my mailbox. And
somewhere in this house, there's a super yacht catalog.
I love it though.
Not the super yachts.
No, I'm talking like get your staplers, your papers. I'm like, who is a DJ that is owning a stapler? Show me a DJ that owns a stapler, and then I will eat my own shoe. Like, I can guarantee staplers like do not exist in a DJ's place. they're like,
But what if his day job is Kinko's?
he doesn't have a day job. He's a DJ. Okay, what are the DJs?
They're all making mad money. They don't need a day job.
They don't need a day job. They just live in their mom's place. They don't even need to pay rent. Okay, I'm basically describing myself.
Oh my gosh, she's a DJ.
You know what? I don't need this. I'm going to become a DJ. DJ saggy tits. I don't know. That's the first word that came to my mind.
Stealing that from me.
I know. Sorry. TM. Trademark. I got it. You got to pay.
Patent that shit, bitch.
Yep. You got to patent that shit. You got to do that first, you know? If not, you know, it's players get. That's what you get.
You get Antoine.
You get Antoine. You get Catfish. So they went through different locations. The first two were a bust. Third, looking like it was a bust. It was revealed that Antoine's cousin,
Carmen,
Carmen,
who called the show,
was Tony.
Was fucking Tony.
Was Tony.
And
the
like
fucking Sweet Bobby situation.
And she's like, you know, she has obviously a woman's voice, and soul conversations were over the phone, and it was a whole man.
Yeah.
Like it was a whole man. Tony was a man. Like
Tony
a man.
was a man. Yeah. Tony was a man. So I don't know about you, but I've got like the very low vocal fry voice where I'm sure that I probably could have been like a decoy on To Catch a Predator for like a 13-year-old boy. Like I'm pretty sure I could have been. Because I don't have like I do have a bit of like a lower voice, so I could. Props to her. She should be an actress because
I agree.
Yeah. I always think I have a low voice, and then I hear myself recorded, and I'm like, oh, I am an elf.
Literally same.
Yeah. No,
I sound like a 12-year-old little girl.
No, I sound like a 12-year-old little boy.
Love it.
That's me. I've got like that low like vocal like fry like that's like my voice. But anyways, let's see how fucking Carmen does the Tony voice in season 3, episode 2, clip 10.
What voice are you using to talk to him? The Tony voice.
That's
I
crazy.
still don't understand how she does it.
I'm still, you know what, baby? I'm still thinking about you. Just sort of that thing. I don't know. Every time I go low, I gotta go southern. I gotta go southern. I'm like
Let's
straight
all do
from
our
Texas.
best male voices right now. Give her Hannah.
Oh God. Hey Gabby, what's up?
Hey girl, what's going on?
How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, I sound like straight like southern trash. Like I sound like I'm straight from the Ozarks. Or straight Texas, like more so Texas. Sound like I'm from
You're getting
Texas.
really. Oh my God, I have a Texas story.
Oh, please tell.
I'm sorry, no,
please tell us our Texas
I'm sorry,
story.
I'm derailing us again. I need to tell this story.
No, do it. You got
for
13
posterity.
minutes.
My sister and I were in the Miami airport on like a 3-hour layover.
Mhm.
We go to this bar to get lunch. At the next table over to us, on one side is an absolutely silent couple. We think they're fighting. We realize they're listening to the people on the other side of us. They are
so
a
real.
man in his 60s from Texas and a man in his 20s from Tennessee. They do not know each other. They've decided to get trashed together at the airport.
I love it.
The man from
Oh, you've
Texas
got me.
is spouting his wisdom. And this is his wisdom. Now, beauty, that be in the eye of the beholder. So if you want something, bub, you gotta go get it. That's Shakespeare.
I need this old man in my life. I need him to start spouting out some southern wisdom.
Oh
This
my
was
God.
15 years ago, and it has stayed in my chest for permanently.
Okay, also, I fucking love Miami. I've never been, but I feel like I would
only
thrive
been
there.
to the airport.
I feel like I would thrive there because you get to drink out in public. I think there are some places you can, like, but just I could see myself in a fucking trashy cut off like white tee, but they're like there's like strips of like t-shirt and there's like beads tied to the end of it.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and wearing like
rollerblades to go down the street. Yeah.
And the Daisy Dukes.
And the Daisy Dukes.
Oh my God, love a Daisy Duke.
Yeah, but then there's like a gator chasing right after me.
As is typical in the city.
It is. But yeah, that was crazy. Cheyenne, we didn't hear your guy voice.
Hey, baby.
I can't.
Yeah.
Hey. I can't.
Yeah.
I literally cannot.
You should just crack open one of my romance novels and give you a paragraph to read and it'll be fine.
Is everyone ready to be seduced?
Oh, right, baby. Let's try to do
This
this.
is the most ADHD episode. We cannot do this.
It's fine. It's perfect.
Did everyone take their pills today?
I started my higher dose yesterday. I should be flying. I should be hyper focused.
Yeah. Nope.
You get with us and you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Fucked.
You're fucked. Yeah, that's now.
You're
now,
fucked.
like when I do a voice, like now my voice is gonna stay low for like the next little bit because like then I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck in character.
You're just in character.
I'm just in character, so now I'm just gonna be like talking like really low because I'm like, oh, my vocal box, like, oh, you're doing this now. Okay, we're gonna start doing this. And I'm like,
You ever watch
okay.
a show where people have southern accents for too long and you start to pick it up and you're like, oh no.
Yes. So, okay, sorry. Super quick side note. So, I know I'm so sorry. Okay, so for my major project to finish school, I had to do a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that I did my documentary with.
Okay.
Love it.
Love.
It was me.
Love it.
The universe doesn't want Cheyenne to tell this story.
Like, come on, it's fun. Okay. So the person that I did my interview with for my major project, she's a Newfoundlander.
Okay.
And so was her whole family. They came down. It was fun. It was cute. It was super sweet. They gave me an ugly stick. They like swarmed me in without, anyways, super sweet. And then I come home and I'm talking to my partner and he's like, Cheyenne, what did you just say? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. He says, you're going to be fucked if every single time you go and interview someone and you come home with their accent. I came home sounding like a goddamn Newfoundlander. I was saying me mutter and me fodder. And, oh my gosh. Like, I just spent like 3 whole hours with them. And then I went home and he's like, what the fuck, man? Like, are you kissing cods and shit now? Like, what's going on? Are you going to do the jig? Oh, buddy. Too easy to pick up.
Love it. Jig's dinner also fantastic. I love Jig's dinner.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Fan-fucking-tastic. I tell you what, bud.
I clearly need to go to Newfoundland.
Oh boy, I've never been, but
I've never been either.
Basically, a lot of my family is from stayed in Newfoundland. A good friend of mine, he's from St. Anthony. St. Anthony, Newfoundland. Shout out St. Anthony. It's St. Anthony, but they say St. Anthony.
I'm very boring. I'm from Ontario, the Midwest of Canada.
Oh shit!
So,
I was born in London.
Oh nice. Yeah, I lived in London for a couple of years. Most of my family's still there.
Love.
Damn. Halifax, baby. Never left.
Oh.
Right. So
why would you?
Tony and Antoine, we realized it was Carmen. That is some like evil, devious shit.
Literally fucked up.
Like,
and she did it for revenge?
Yeah, because I quote, and I say that Antoine kept calling her a fat ass Kelly Price.
Yeah.
Now, if people at home don't know who Kelly Price is, Kelly Price is a African American gospel singer, and I looked her up. She's beautiful, but she's also like on the larger side. So he was calling her larger than Kelly Price, but it was.
I'm not.
And also, quite frankly, as the owner of a fat ass, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Right. You know what? Like, it's 2025. I mean, at the time of that episode, it was not. But
yeah,
like,
that was
we
sort
don't
of
body
pre,
shame.
Kim K telling us our big asses are beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
yeah,
Antoine isn't a skinny queen either.
No.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Also, I could clock that wig though. Like that wig was.
It's giving.
Yeah.
Because
tonight will be the night that I will die for you.
He did
over again. Don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day.
Cheyenne, were you an emo kid?
No comment.
There was a couple.
Okay, it was
a phase.
Okay, it was a really dark time in my life.
It was a phase.
I will say Antoine does own the wig. They compliment him on his hair, and he says thanks, it's Brazilian.
Ah.
So.
Bless. Was it from a Brazilian wax?
Oh God, I hope not.
I'm sorry, Antoine. I'm sure you're doing well. I'm sure you found your very own Tony. That's not a catfish.
I did Google Antoine watching the episode.
Shit.
I couldn't find a lot of information, but I did find like even better hair. So
That's
I
good.
feel like
That's
the
good.
hair is like
You know
only
what,
gone up.
Antoine?
We just had the same face at the same time. That's all it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel you, Antoine.
Yeah, I've had my part from like here.
Literally.
Here. Like, and I just started trying to part my hair in the middle, but I've got like this fucked up widow's peak.
It's so hard to break the side part habit.
I know.
Still.
Yeah. Like,
Still.
like I just been like, oh, you could part your hair down
I'm
the
a
middle.
freaking millennial, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's okay. We're millennials.
Let us live.
The Gen Zs
Yeah.
can have the center part.
They can have it. I've got like this like fucked up widow's peak, and I had an accident, which y'all can watch on the video cult, or not watch, listen to on the video cult. I fell on, so right here I have a bit of a bald spot, but right here, I fell, and it's actually growing back in quite nicely, but it used to be here, but I fell while I was riding an electric scooter. And I went to I went to brake, but I didn't have enough time because I was riding on like a sidewalk, and then there was a sudden drop onto the street.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, oh, if I go over this, I'm going to do a front flip, so I've got to stop. So I was preparing to stop, and then I knew I would fall, but then I didn't realize is I would also trip over the fucking scooter and smack my head on the asphalt. But lucky me, it wasn't like the really rocky and gravelly. It was the smooth asphalt, so it was fine.
Okay. Were you wearing a helmet?
No.
No.
And
Safety
did
first,
or
guys.
did not Josh and Nathan ban you from future scooter rides?
Did they?
I think they did. I think they had a talking to you about in one of the episodes.
Yeah, but I didn't listen because this is after. Because I also crashed another time. Yeah, I basically might have brain damage because of my scooter crash. Yeah, Fuck, what was I talking about?
Okay, so how did Carmen come out and tell them that it was actually her?
Do we have that?
I think we do, actually.
What?
I think it's season 3, episode 2, clip 8 is the reveal.
I mean, we're trying everything we can.
The reason why you stupid idiot can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
Oh.
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Like 10 times worse.
Right.
So as if this bitch calls, let's just all do this.
Yeah.
For Antoine.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So as if.
Oh, this was my teenage look.
Oh,
Same.
because
This was
tonight
mine.
will be the... Oh, sorry, I had to do it again. Oh, God. Oh, God. No.
It's flashbacks. No. So as if this Carmen bitch literally calls Catfish. She's like, okay, Neve and Max, I need you to help my cousin, Antoine, like he's so sweet, blah, 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 blah. And then to literally send them out on a crazy, insane goose fucking hunt.
Yeah.
For her to be like, well, the reason why you could never figure out who Tony was is because I'm Tony, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, and she's so calm. She's
Like-
so pleased with herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, no.
it's so clear. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I had
can't.
to. I had to. I forced it into this part, and forever it will stay until I decide to, like, get, like, I'm like 3 years behind the millennials until I like until this becomes popular again. But
yeah, she clearly did this to be on TV, right?
Oh,
like,
100%.
Like she
Obviously.
has this claim that it's because
Yeah.
he was mean to her at a party.
Bullshit.
And then he also later is like, no, everyone was saying shit like that at that party. It
Yeah.
wasn't just me. But also,
And
like,
they're cousins.
And they're cousins and they're best friends. No, she did this because she wanted to be on Catfish.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, it's definitely like sort of the things of like famous for trying to be famous. Like it's that whole disgusting reality thing where people will do anything, but
Literally.
it's also like a disgusting sort of fact that like you would do this to your cousin, because there's another reality TV show called Just Tattoo of Us. We will cover it probably, but it's basically people, usually family members, friends, exes, lovers, whatever, they would basically create a tattoo, and then for the other person will be blindfolded and then get tattooed. And the heinous shit people would do, I don't think I would even do that to like my worst enemy.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Like,
but like, so for this with Carmen, so we saw that one producer who was clearly upset in the car. Like, we watched that clip already. But we do know from, like, because I looked up the Wikipedia page, and they do say that, like, even though, like, Neve and Max are kept in the dark, a lot of the time the producers
know.
The producers know, because it's actually the Catfish who reaches out first, and the producers orchestrate it so that Neve and Max get an email from the victim.
Yeah.
So do we think this is one of those situations?
Oh,
Do you think the
fuck yeah.
producers knew? Because this is just too juicy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet like one producer knew, like maybe like an executive producer, and then like,
oh, this will make great TV.
This would be fucking great. Yeah, and I think like maybe the other producers knew, even that angry producer.
Yeah, she like what she said wasn't very clear about whether or not she knew. So like I'm kind of on the fence with
Yeah.
her. But yeah, I think the producers knew with this one.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's not your typical like Catfish scenario. You know what I mean? Where it's like someone over here, someone over there, and they don't even know who each other are.
Yeah.
To come together. This is literally like in your family. Like they were sitting on the couch explaining this whole Catfish situation.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
they were
I
like
mean?
cuddling and talking about how much they loved each other and how they were best friends.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean they will fucking orchestrate.
I love my cousin.
Oh my god, we're just besties.
Oh,
yeah.
besties.
Oh, I love you so much.
She's always here for me.
Gay.
Gay.
But yeah, it's my word. and
bisexual
and
over here.
half of Hannah's word. So the g.
Half
the
of
g.
Yep. I'm just the full thing. You got like the g or the a. You choose.
I'll take the g.
You get to Google. Right. So going on, we see the craziness that like people would go through to get revenge. Also, like I don't think I'd ever hate my cousins enough to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to put a shitty tattoo on them. Maybe not. I don't know. But definitely not to catfish them for 3 years and make them fall in love. I kind of want to talk about another one. The craziest.
Are we going to talk about Danny and Rosa?
I think we might have to talk about it for another time. I'm thinking more so crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
Felicia.
Yeah.
Angel on this earth, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Felicia is a much better person than I would be.
Absolutely.
It would never be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It would literally never be me.
It blows my mind that girl is 19 and she handles this as well as she handles it.
Amen.
Anyways, let's take a little break. All right, so we were talking about Falesha and Tracy, but also known as Jacqueline. So before we get into the insanity that is Tracy Barbie, let's first talk about Jacqueline and what the fuck is her name? Falesha. Oh my god. Just brain. That's probably after me hitting,
brain damage.
Yeah, that's after me hitting
Just
my
a little bit.
face on the pavement. Okay, it's finally catching up with me.
All right.
So yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back. And we're back. It just took me a couple minutes. With Jacqueline and Falesha. Falesha is a nice girl from Pittsburgh.
Sweetest little
Sweet
thing.
girl. She's
an angel.
An angel.
Literally.
She's a 19-year-old girl. She's had some issues with a catfish when she was in middle school and high school.
Like starting at 14 years old.
That's 14. Being
devastating. That is emotionally and mentally devastating.
That's draining to even think like now.
Being a 14-year-old, especially like as a femme or like especially like a femme gay kid, like that is awful. Like you're experiencing like all the forms of psyches.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, I thought I was like psychologically bullied enough just by like being a girl in middle school.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
But this is... I actually don't know how she survived this.
God love her.
No, yeah. There was a couple moments where, like really serious, where it's like the mom was like, I don't know, like this is really painful to watch my daughter go through this. And it's like, I can't imagine. But Falesha is a strong woman. She's, you know, she had her 2 best friends that were with her and they were really sweet. And I was like, you know what, I'm glad that she's through this, but unfortunately this catfish is back. But the thing with this catfish, it's different because we meet this catfish, but first we hear from her.
Yeah.
So why don't we pull up from season 4, episode 12, clip 3.
To come home crying to my mom, like, please, can we just move out of state? Like, I don't even want to be in the same state anymore.
I was really worried for her and for her life.
Wow, like, it might just be easier if I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. That was a very sad moment, and you know, as we joke a lot in the show, like something like this can have really awful connotations. But I think the clip I want to play right after this is the clip where we actually do hear the catfish. What we see here before was like what happens when you do bully someone that relentlessly. So,
right.
Let's play clip 8 of the same season in episode.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
Tracy.
Trying to see what your connection is to Jacqueline Linkwood.
Jacqueline Linkwood, yes. That's me. I'm Jacqueline Linkwood.
Yeah, she...
So, like, just for context, Jacqueline Linkwood would pretend to be Falesha, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So basically it started off with Jacqueline Linkwood. She would take all of Falesha's pictures and then start messaging people being like, you should kill yourself, like I hope you die of brain cancer, she says a lot. Just a really shitty, awful person. And then what she would do is then she would change from Jacqueline Linkwood to actual Falesha's name, and then add all of Falesha's friends and be like, this is my new profile, and then she would start like bullying Falesha's friends.
And like it got to the point where like Falesha's close friends, like the ones who like thankfully she was able to keep, were like walking her everywhere in the halls in school because like that was the only way to keep her from being like attacked.
Yeah.
It's a shitty situation, and it's crazy. It's so crazy that I just want to play another clip of Tracy. Like, so we figure out that her real name is Tracy Barbie. We don't have her last name. I think it's Tracy Barbie Arma, because she also went on Dr. Phil.
Oh.
Yeah, she was. I remember watching this like every time I would come home from school from like, I think it was my last year of high school. No, wait. I think I might have been in college when this came out, and I just remember watching this. Because I remember seeing this episode, and then I remember seeing What's Her Nuts being like, oh my god, this bitch is insane.
Yeah, I think we should let Tracy speak for herself.
Yes.
I agree.
Exactly. So let's go to...
She can't be described. She can only be witnessed.
Yeah. So let's go
Trigger warning, guys. Beware.
Yeah, trigger warning. She's crazy.
She's unhinged.
Yeah. So let's go to clip 9.
Freaking out right now.
Hi. Tracy, right?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
So, I'm here with someone you might recognize.
Oh my gosh. Ew. I don't like her. She's still all of Jacqueline Linkwood's friends.
She just say still Jacqueline Linkwood's friends?
That's so fucked up.
So this woman who made this account and who's speaking like that is 20 years old.
Like what?
Yeah. I feel like there's such thing as late bloomers. Like I'm the case. I'm a late bloomer. I think
it happens to all of us.
Happens to all of us. But I would not speak or talk in that way. Like that is something that should be looked at.
Yes.
It's insane because first watching this and first seeing this, I was speechless. Like to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I can make any fucking jokes right now. Like, this
I
shit
would
is
be
insane.
so embarrassed if that
Right?
was one of my children. I would literally be so embarrassed.
And I think when we see from the mom, I think she is. I think she is.
I just don't.
God, like.
I couldn't, honestly, I could not imagine my child acting like that, and that poor mother.
Yeah, let's just pull up that clip, just see how
Please.
that mother does. So that is the clip 11.
Felicia, the girl I stole the pictures from.
It wasn't good for her that Jacqueline Linkwood was taking her pictures.
Telling people to kill themselves and telling them that they were fat and that they were ugly.
You don't talk to people like that. You know I always say die of brain cancer when I get mad. But you talk to people like that.
Reaction.
That reaction, that always fucking gets. So, I always joke, I'm like, about resorting to violence, but I like to think I'm a chill, I'm pretty level-headed person, but if someone gave me that look after mercilessly cyberbullying me, making, like, my friends turn against me, and she made that look, the claws are coming out.
I don't know how Felicia's sitting there, and she is, like... This is a 19-year-old young woman.
She's so calm. She's so poised.
I'd be like...
Yeah, right? The fact that she's 19 and she pretty much immediately understands that something is happening mentally and that it's like actually like she like immediately develops empathy for Tracy, which I could not do that at 19.
God love her.
Yeah, that's like maybe 30-year-old me now, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd have to really sit on my hands and, have like the fucking bouncers try to pull me back when I lunge.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I lunge like a sloth, so I'm not that fast.
By the way, this episode has my favorite line from all of the episodes that we watched, where Max just goes, "Do you take drugs?"
No, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
She's like, "No, I'm not on drugs."
Can we just go back to when Neve took Kid Cole's phone and threw it into the ocean?
Yeah.
Neve, where were you? We needed you in that moment.
Right?
Where were you?
I think this is like the first time they were actually shocked.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, because they come again. They have an ending interview with Tracy, and you know it, just might as well play that clip, the 12th clip. They try to get, in touch with her.
This is real life, okay? You can't speak in caps lock.
I just how I naturally am. I can't help it.
I know, but can you just try talking to me right now?
My voice is regular.
No, it's not.
You're mean.
No, I'm honest.
Before we even say anything, just so everybody knows, she works with children.
That's right.
And she describes them as puppies.
Yeah, I think like something... I don't like to throw this term around because everybody has their own issues and they shouldn't necessarily be judged for it and if they take care of it. Because I have this big thing where, you can't be blamed for your mental illness. Like, it's not your fault, but you do have to try to take charge of it.
Yeah, the explanations and excuses are different things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She needs help. Even like Neve and Max are like, you fucking need help. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, there's something you need to address because this isn't correct. This isn't right. Like, there are people who do this for revenge. There's people who do this for monetary gains.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are the very few people on Catfish who are like, they do this because they like it. And those are the people that scare me the most.
Yeah. And there is some alluded to history, like the mom sort of kind of says without saying that maybe the father was physically abusive when she was small, and then she also had the trauma of the father's stroke.
Yeah.
And that's sort of when this all started. So, I do sort of get, she created a persona to protect herself, but, she took it...
Which is
People
fair.
don't take it that far without...
But it's just, when you go so long into something that's so wrong, that's when you need to, sit back and look at yourself and be like, okay, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with me, right?
Yeah. Well, this has been Catfish. You got 1 minute on the clock. What are your last?
Beware catfishes. Be a good human. Check your mental health.
It's a good
If
one.
the guy is 10 inches shorter than his profile said he is, you don't need to let him in.
He's a munchkin.
No.
Just sign the divorce papers.
Yeah, just do it.
That's all you need to do.
Just do it.
Divorce papers.
Don't
I did
get
it. It was great.
Yeah. You know what? Be like me. Don't get married. Don't have children. Don't pay taxes.
Maybe pay taxes.
Once every 7 years.
Okay. Well,
and that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. All right.
BoobTube.
Thanks for watching BoobTube. This has been Catfish.
Yo, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, don't be
What are you
throwing the thing on me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.
This has been a Haunted Mouse production. Cut that out.